Hello, everybody. So sorry for the delay. We were in the bottom of the first inning. Haley Garcia fouls it back. 1-2 now remains the count. Thank you for tuning in. We had some YouTube technical difficulties setting it up. Both of us, me and Talal, who will be covering this second game of this women's softball doubleheader. Utah Tech Trailblazers versus the San Diego Tritons. The Tritons won 9-0 in a 5-inning mercy rule. Thank you. As the 1-2 is high, 2-2 on the bump for the Trailblazers will be Riley Price. In her first matchup will be Haley Garcia, the center fielder, batting .467 on the year, .529 on base percentage, 7 for 15 with a 2-2 count, looking to get on as the leadoff man. 2-2, low 3-2, changeup dipped out of the zone. Garcia, a little bit of a slap ball hitter, kind of the Japanese style of hitting, walks into the ball, just trying to get one over the infield. Infield playing in, outfield playing in. Riley Price, full count, looking to avoid the walk. 3-2 on its way. Garcia lines it over the shortstop's head into left field for a single, turns around, stays at first, and that's a leadoff hit for the San Diego Tritons.
Huge hit right there.
I agree. And Talal, how's it feeling to call a softball game? First one of the year.
Hey, I mean, it's good to be back. You know, I started off, broadcasting. Actually, my first ever broadcast was with Jeffrey, actually. Doubleheader, softball against UC Riverside, and we won both games. So I think the first game went to 10 innings, and the second game was just a regular 7 innings. So, yeah, it was a pretty long day, but we managed to get the dubs. And, yeah, no, honestly, it's good to be back. You know, softball season. You know, this is where it started for me, and this sport will always have a special place in my heart. You know, especially that us as KCT Sports, we actually participated in the intramurals.
We did, and
yeah,
pretty good team.
Pretty good team. I can't lie. Yeah, we had some star players.
We did.
Know?
I missed about 80% of them because I had a evil illness. I'll be honest.
Hey, but I can't lie. You were an excellent pitcher.
Thank you. I mean, I do lob it up as nice as the other ones.
Hell yeah.
As Marley Espiau, the Tritons shortstop, will enter in. The sophomore blazing it up, .571 average as she swings and misses on the 0-1 for the 0-2 down behind the count. And for the Tritons, it'll be Haley Garcia, Marley Espiau, and Lily Hermosillo, the 1-2-3 hitters. Malia Cherry, the CSU Bakersfield transfer, Big West leader in home runs in the long ball last year in the cleanup spot. Zara Wajerman, Elise Nishimura, Samantha Womack, 5'6'7". Tremper and Alano, 8'9", as that gets away from the Trailblazers catcher, Kinley Papas. And it's a 1-2 count, no outs. Haley Garcia will be on second after the wild pitch. Runner in scoring position for Espiau with 9 ribbies on the year. Team leader. So certainly the right gal in the right spot. 1-2 underway. Price does the windup, delivers, swings through it, does the shortstop. 1 down for the Tritons.
You know, given that, it's still, the first out and you have a, player at second base. Very, huge, I guess, positioning now for the Tritons. And as we see, Malia Cherry at bat.
Cherry, a big power bat, double-digit homers, I think 15 last year, as she takes the first one high, and it gets away again from Papas as Garcia advances to third base. So Garcia, Espiau, Cherry, Wasserman, Nishimura, Womack. Dylan Kunkel will be at the 7 spot, then Tremper and Alano. I was accidentally reading the first game of the doubleheaders lineup on paper. That's my fault. So a little different look as Cherry takes a ball low, 2-0. A little bit of a close call. As Steve Rodriguez will be the home plate umpire. Hal Morgan and Brian Kuhn will be manning the infield as the 2-0 pitch. Cherry Feints at it, no good. 3-0. And Riley Price, the junior, is in a little bit of a predicament. In a dangerous count for a dangerous hitter. Cannot give a gimme over. Cannot give a cookie at all, but don't want to walk her. 3-0 on its way. Cherry takes all the way for a strike. 3-1.
As you can see, chilly San Diego weather right now, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. It's currently 5:30 p.m.-ish, yeah. And in attendance, right by, the sideline is the one and only Billy. As the ball is low.
And that's a 5-pitch walk. Sets up the double play at the bare minimum for Zara Wasserman, the first base junior. About 6'1", I think, if I recall correctly from last year. Tall frame. Number 20 is batting .313 on the year through 16 ABs, 5 hits. Does have a long ball, only extra base hit, and there will be a pinch runner for Miss Malia Cherry. He'll be number 21 for the UC San Diego Tritons, which is Gianna Ioja? Ioja.
Freshman.
So first and third, the Triton head coach does not want a roll-me-up double play by Wasserman. Gets a little more speed there on first base. Potentially a ball in the gap could score her, as the first pitch to the righty is called for a ball, 1-0. Thank you for tuning in to KSDT Sports. Again, I apologize for the about half-inning delay, but we're a little bit technologically illiterate sometimes. 1-0 from Price, bunt, no good. Cut me off, though, at the plate is in time. And that's what you practice the first and thirds, folks. The second baseman for the Trailblazers, Embry, cut the throw off just before it got to the bag and gunned down Haley Garcia. 2 down, and what was a good little rally, little good trouble cooking, brewing, is faded and not jeopardized, kind of placated, I think.
All in all, good fielding there by Utah Tech.
Yes. 2-0 count for Wasserman. It is a changeup low in the dirt, 3-0.
As you can see on the sideline, Billy is in attendance.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been showing up to almost all games this season, Men and women's basketball, men's volleyball,
Softball now.
Yeah.
And that 3-0 pitch is high. Oh. It's 3-1, excuse me. I never saw a strike signal, but 3-1 is the count. 2 outs in the bottom of the first, 0-0 score after the 1-2-3 inning for the Trailblazers. Wasserman takes inside for a ball, and it will be first and second. Third base runner early on in this game, as that will set up for the number 5 hitter, Elise Nishimura, the junior infielder, with a runner in scoring position. 4 for 12 on the year with 5 ribbies and, excuse me, it hasn't, wait, yeah, 5 ribbies and 1 long ball does the second baseman have, as she takes a ball low in the dirt, 1-0. Good speed at second with Ioja. Wasserman, first baseman, a little slower, but not carrying a trailer or anything. 1-0, Price gets the sign from Kinley Papas. Rocks back, delivers for a ball, just missing the upper quadrant of the zone, 2-0. But yeah, going back to Billy, really putting in the work for the Triton faithful. He is the Triton faithful at this point. I mean,
yeah. I haven't seen anyone really at all show up and show big, for the Tritons as
Billy does.
Billy, yeah. Even has his own account on Instagram. I know.
2-0 on its way is in their first strike, 2-1. And I mean, his name fits him, Billy Goat. And I think that's what he is, a trying goat.
Yeah, definitely. I guess we gotta start thinking about, you know, Riley Price. How many pitches has she thrown so far?
23-ish, as the 2-1 is swung on, uppercut and a miss, 2-2.
You gotta think it's been obviously this bottom of the the first inning has been way longer than the top of the half, so could be a bit wearing on Riley Price as we head further into the game.
I mean, softball, the difference from baseball about pitch count, very, very different, dramatically different. Is that 2-2 pitch is low, running the count full, 3-2. Runners will be able to move on any contact, and really on this pitch, get a little head start. I mean, but you're right, Price is about a quarter of the century mark, 25 pitches now, with really maybe no end in sight, full count on its way. Nishimura swings through, and Price delivers the little blow to get out of the jam.
As we get noticed by Billy.
And Billy yelling at us, and he tells us we're looking good, and I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, brand new KSCT polos, looking jazzy, looking snazzy.
Gotta love them.
I do. I mean, they're pretty nice. They're nifty.
Hey, did they get the job done? You gotta show up, to work looking, fresh. These are what the polos are for.
Yeah, I mean, as the youth would say, they're drippy.
Yeah. A lot of, ore farming, with these polos. Gotta love them.
As the Trailblazers will have the 4-5-6 hitters, Summer Sanderson, Kennedy Embry, and Brooklyn Dowdle. The DH, first baseman, and third baseman. So really these respectable and venerable offensive positions looking to get something going after the 1-2-3 inning for the Utah Tech Trailblazers. And Talal, one thing I'm noticing is a lot of kind of fresh blood for the Trailblazers. Sophomore, freshman, sophomore, freshman. So about 5 of the 9, all underclassmen. I mean, do you think that plays in any part, maybe their approach or anything of that sort?
I mean, you could say that they're losing a bit on the more experienced side. Obviously only 2 out of the 9 in the batting order are seniors. So it does, it could obviously play a role as 1 or 2 years. It's you pick up on some things, but there's really it's all about those small minute details that obviously upperclassmen have and have experience obviously through the plethora of games obviously they play in softball. So could be a really big factor when looking at a matchup like this.
As Collie Howard's first 2 pitches go split at 1-1. And one thing to note is the Utah Tech Trailblazers 0 for 6 early on in this year. So certainly the experience might be lacking just a little bit, as the 1-1 pitch is taken low by Summer Sanderson, who looking to get something started in this top of the second inning. 2-1 low, 3-1 changeup, just dropping out of the strike zone. And for the Trions, from left to right, Samantha Womack, Haley Garcia, and Rihanna Alano will be in the outfield. Jackie Tremper, Marley Espial manning the left side, Elise Nishimura and Zara Wasserman playing second and first, with Dylan Kunkel doing the squatting for Callie Howard. Howard on the season 1-0 with a .63 ERA, so certainly keeping the run score to a minimum, as it's a full count 3-2, looking to avoid the leadoff runner, and that is hit into the air. Speaking of Rihanna Alano, she makes the running catch just by the foul line. 1 down in the top of the second.
A routine ball for Alano to track. Man, Sometimes, you know, you just gotta look at the weather, man.
I mean, the
It's
the sunset or
bro.
the byproduct of the sunset, quite beautiful.
Yeah, this is something.
This is,
I don't even know how to explain the colors and the
It's-
formation that I'm looking at right now.
I
The
mean,
sky.
as the first pitch is swung on, fouled back into the fence, 0-1 by Kennedy Embry, the first baseman, as the two broadcasting duos both take pictures of the sun, or of the sky, excuse
Yeah,
me.
sky, yeah.
But I mean, really looks like a Bob Ross painting. And maybe that just shows that we should be grateful to be broadcasting here.
Yeah. You know, it's La Jolla.
That is true. We are in La Jolla. That's an 0-2 count now for Kennedy Embry. Gets the sign from Kunkel, and it is swung on in to center field, fielded by Garcia, and that's the first hit for the Utah Tech Trailblazers for Kennedy Embry.
That's a huge bounce back for Utah Tech. As that hit serves them nice. Getting a player on first.
As in steps number 19, Brooklyn Dowdle manning the hot corner for the Trailblazers. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Dowdle yet to record a hit on the year through 8 at-bats. So certainly having some of her woes early on this season. 0-1, swung on, popped straight back into the P.O. box, 0-2 towards the athletic director, Mr. Toriel. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
And
I mean, I see that there have been like quite, I guess, new like renovations for softball stadium. I could see more like netting, especially by the scoreboard. I haven't seen the netting covering the scoreboard like last year.
oh, you're
Yeah.
right.
That's something new. And I'm pretty sure they added a new scoreboard like by stand as
As
the ball's up high. And
That is popped out, fielded, or caught cleanly by Jackie Tremper. One away. Did she graduate? Oh, she did. And one thing to note for this Trian team, Tremper and Alano last year were not really starters, as they were freshmen, both freshmen if I'm not mistaken, or Tremper was a sophomore, but Alana was a freshman, and really with the exit of Morgan Ang and Alexa DeMarce both graduating last year, certainly have filled in the roles quite nicely for the Trians. Alano started getting hot in about the last 3 or 4 months or so, and certainly carried over in this beginning season, as the count is 0-2 to Abby Davidson, the left fielder, as that is fouled straight back, as Embry was running on the pitch, but will have to go back to first base for another 0-2 count. Top of the second, 2 outs, 1 on. Howard is about 28 pitches thrown, just eclipsing what the Miss Riley Price threw in 1 inning of work, as that's grounded to past the diving left side of the infield for a clutch 2-out, 2-strike hit to put 2 on in this top of the second inning.
I guess interesting fact, Rihanna Alano actually has a sister who played softball last year for UC Riverside, Alyssa Alano. Yeah. I remember that vividly since, again, that was my first ever broadcast. That one doubleheader, and yeah, great to see, you know, siblings playing the sport that they love and being in close proximity.
As that is grounded to Elise Nishimura, as the dives to first, not in time, and heads up base running by Candy Embry to score from second on an infield grounder by Drew McCone. Wasserman was dove for the ball in an attempt to field it cleanly, but just could not get there. And Nishimura did nicely to grab the ball, but it was a foot race in which she did not win. And that's really a makeshift lead for the Trailblazers.
Yeah. Honestly, I have the Nishimura just a few milliseconds off, that first base to get the out, but they took advantage of it, got their run, as they're up 1-0.
And really, if I'm Howard, you can't be too upset about that one. Just a couple bloop singles, a couple infield hits, and you're down a run as the 9-hitter Sadie Phillips, the lefty, swings and misses. 0-1 as Phillips, as I was speaking about, Garcia does a little walk-up slapstick hitting. 0-1, takes it for a ball, 1-1. And Phillips looking to turn over the lineup. As that is blooped over, diving play, fielded unsuccessfully by Espial, just at the hot corner. And that's another little infield blooper as Tremper was playing in guarding the bunt, the left-hander's bunt, and just kind of in no man's land on these 60-foot base paths. So that will be bases loaded for Kinley Papas, the leadoff lefty for the Trailblazers. Papas has a 143 batting average entering play, 2 for 15 now after her unsuccessful first at bat. A 133 average, looking to cash in right now. Righty-lefty matchup, and that is down the left field line, and it's bobbled by Womack, cut off by Espial, and that will be 1 run in. 2 runs in, excuse me. A 2-out double for Kinley Papas.
Again, just another huge hit by Kinley Papas. Poor fielding by the Tritons, just allow them to get those 2 runs. Billy still trying to motivate the Tritons, as it's still top of the 2nd inning. The game's far from over.
And up next, I'm going to butcher this name, and I am extremely sorry. As is Lakaya Bracia Kahawai Kekona. I'm the center fielder who lines that directly into center field, fielded by Garcia. Play at the plate is none, as that will score 1, first and third, as the Trailblazers center fielder gets the RBI single.
I mean, the amount of time it took for her to get that run batted in was shorter than you trying to pronounce her name.
I mean, yes it was, and a great piece of hitting by the 2nd hitter in the lineup. As it's a 4-0 lead as Howard delivers, and that's a stolen base for Kahawai Kekona.
Yeah, you got the hang of it.
I feel like that's a relatively decent pronunciation. But the Trailblazers just giving exactly what the Trines gave them in the first game. 9-0 Trines won, but it's 4-0 by Utah Tech. So a little bit of reversal of the roles right now as Howard struggling. 36 pitches in through an inning and 2/3 against Lauren Jones, the number 3 hitter, 0 for 1 with a 6-3 ground out. As that has popped up, tracking it is popped by Tremper, ranging all the way to home plate. A little bit of miscommunication, but no harm, no done. But harm was done with 4 runs scoring on 6 hits. Trines down 4, entering the bottom of the 2nd. It will be Samantha Womack, Dylan Kunkel, and Jackie Tremper to try to chip away in this deficit.
Obviously, the Tritons when we look at the previous, bottom half, first inning, they had their opportunities. They had their opportunities to score, a good maybe 2 or 3 runs. But who knows? Did they just let their, foot off the gas for a little bit, and that, came back to bite them. Not scoring a single run in the bottom of the first allowed, I guess, this spark from Utah Tech to be up 4 as we head into the bottom of the second.
And for the Giants to get back in this game, they certainly need to continue doing what they did in the first half, or first inning, excuse me. Just as you said, but need to capitalize. I mean, you had a hit, you had 2 walks, but just could not capitalize. 0 for 2 with the runners in scoring position. That's not a winning formula, but early on in the game, at least have to get one, have to respond back, keep the morale at least a little above water, as the throwdown will happen by Kinley Papa's nice throw, as Samantha Womack, getting a little pep talk before, will make her way to the right-hander's batter's box. Womack putting together a magnificent season, 5 for 9 with a .667 slugging percentage. So certainly doing her damage for sure is the left fielder. As you might be able to hear Billy supporting his girls as the 0-0 pitch is taken for a strike in there. 0-1 to Womack. As the sun has fully set and we're in the blue hour, no more beautiful red skies.
It was a mix of colors.
It was
some purple with some orange and some red.
As that's fouled directly back. 0-2. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night, as you said. The Frisbee intramural team is out in the or just beyond the outfield, beyond the fence. Lively part of the campus right now. 0-2. Womack takes a low changeup, 1-2. And the livelihood is a little bit different compared to the Giants baseball stadium.
Oh yeah, which is set off very far away from.
Practically in Irvine.
Yeah.
Both sketchy. As the 1-2 count from Riley Price is swung on and blooped out of play, hitting a little tent from for the athletics folk. 1-2. Does Womack survive?
It's kind of interesting how do they play the frisbee? Is it kind of like a flag football?
I believe so.
Mix as you get it to some end zone, I guess, for some points.
Have you ever played ultimate football? 1-2 is taken low, changeup dipping out of the zone.
No. I don't
Okay,
think so.
but ultimate football, at least I think, right? According to 7th, 8th grade PE teachers that I went to, you could only run when you didn't have the ball. So I'm guessing it's the same kind of procedure or rules as frisbee. Is 2-2 swung on. Under it is McCone, 1 down. That's a P4 for the scorekeeping listeners. But yeah, so I think it's more of kind of you can't run when you have possession of the ball or disc, but really interesting.
Yeah.
As Dylan Kunkel, number 99, comes in 0 for 2 on the year. Very small sample size. As her first pitch will be taken for a ball 1-0. And really don't see a number that high for the most part, besides maybe Aaron Judge or I think Yasiel Puig was at 66 a couple years ago, but a oddball number to say the least. 1-0. Swung on, high cheese, no good, 1-1.
Do you prefer double 9s or double 0s? As a jersey number.
Ooh. I think double 9s, because I feel like when you do double 0s, you're thinking you're super cool when every wannabe cool fella does double 0s. As the 1-1 way high, 2-1. But I mean, what? All right, you're a softball player, right? What number are you picking?
Honestly, double 9s. If I can't lie, because I mean, yeah. I mean, you pretty much like put it into perfection. Like double zeros, you already know other people are trying to go for the double zeros, so it doesn't make you special.
What about double sevens? As the 2-1 is taken in their first strike. Even count 2-2 with one down to the number 7 hitter.
Oh, double sevens like Luka Doncic. Don't mind that.
I don't. I like that. Or double threes. I think that's someone special.
Could be.
I forgot who.
The
As
next
2-2
pitch.
is just gripped down the third base line, beats it out, does Kunkel, and that's the first hit on the season and her first hit of her collegiate career as she is a freshman. So congratulations for the catcher Dylan Kunkel.
Yeah, huge moment for Kunkel as, when you start getting that first hit, you get motivated.
You do.
To get even more hits and, hopefully, a bomb.
Hopefully. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird with 33. So
33.
And Scottie Pippen, but certainly a high-class group of people as swung on and missed on the first pitch by Jackie Tremper. 0-1, and Tremper wearing a very special number, 42. In baseball terms, Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson, yes.
Which will be a seamless transition to me and Ike broadcasting at Jackie Robinson Stadium on Sunday at 2 p.m. and against the UCLA Bruins. Tune in for that. Going to be a stellar game, stellar broadcast with my roommate. Going to do the 2.5-hour drive up north as that's a ball 1-1. But
did you know where their baseball stadium is? Because obviously I know the Rose Bowl is up in Pasadena. It's almost an hour away from UCLA's campus.
I have not a clue.
Okay.
I'm not driving. That's 1-1 is fouled back. 1-2 towards the line at the basketball stadium. But I'm guessing it's on campus, I would think. As it's by the trolley station?
It's not that far from UCLA's campus.
That's good.
Yeah.
As the 1-2 pitch will be taken outside, 2-2 is the fastball. But yeah, beautiful stadium. Excited. First broadcast for baseball on the year for KCT Sports as well as me. And it'll be a doozy. It'll be great. 2-2 is the count on the way. Taken low. Full count runs it 3-2. Tremper is 1 for 7 on the year, but has sacrificed her body with a hit by pitch. Scored 2 runs, both times getting on base. But certainly some offensive woes within the first 6 games. Trions are 5-1, so certainly producing well as that's dropped on the little script hit, and that's an infield single or an error by McCone, and a little bit of an in-between, or didn't know if she should wait for the short hop or just get it on the fly, and just results in both runners being safe. And the Trions, once again, have runners on, have a runner in scoring position, looking to make an impact, take advantage of these men on base, or women on base.
Yeah, it's off the fingertips there of, if I'm not mistaken, number 33 on the...
Yes, McCone.
Yeah, McCone, yeah. Really just right off the fingertips, that glove. Almost secured it, but, let it go in the last second.
As Rihanna Alano comes in, infield playing in, protecting the bunt, and she does just out of play foul, 0-1. Alano, similar to her outfield counterpart Morgan Ng, who did not retire, who did graduate, does a similar kind of slapstick hitting as I've been mentioning, and also a very small ball player. Has struggled a little bit with average and power. 1 for 8 with that one hit being a single, as a little bit of a commotion, or not commotion, but a little bit of a
Conversation.
Conversation, a little discussion between the Trailblazers coach and the home plate umpire, Mr. Steve Rodriguez.
I guess they were, sharing notes. Don't know for what specifically, but
I don't know. I think I saw a crisp, clean 20 in there. I'll be honest. As maybe, new pitcher. Looks, but no, I don't know. I'm unsure.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah, I don't
riding price at the
at the bump or at the
yeah.
circle. Excuse me. No physical mound for salt. Or actually, I don't know. Rion Alano, down 0-1, looking for a hit. Does a little walk in, takes it for a ball, just low. 1-1. Alano looking to drive a run in. The third baseman, Dowdle, playing in, protecting the bunt. Shaded over is the shortstop. And it goes under her glove, but good backup by the center fielder, Kaha Hawaii Kakona, as the infield and outfield was shifted in and playing in. So no runs scored, but bases are juiced for the senior Haley Garcia.
Yeah, honestly, good pickup by Kahaawai Kakona there to not allow, I guess, further runs, by the Tritons, and basically, shorten that lead that they currently have.
As the bases are loaded, 4-0 is the score still. As that's chased up and drops in, 1 run scores, and it will remain bases loaded. Haley Garcia gets her second hit on the night, a 1-out single, RBI single. Now a run does in fact score. 4-1, bases still remain loaded for Marley Espiau.
Yeah, and just 1 out. They're in prime position, really. Maybe even take the lead back. Draw the game. Now the momentum is on the Triton side.
And the Triton dugout getting a little bit loud, a little rambunctious, getting the energy up as that swung on and missed. 0-1, but a hearty sweep. Indeed, excuse me. Little hiccup.
Every time I hear the word rambunctious, I keep thinking of that Fortnite emote. One of the coolest Fortnite emotes in the history of the game.
I'm unsure which one you're talking about.
I don't want to, kind of hum the tune of the emote.
That's okay.
Yeah, but this is very cool.
As that's a fastball up and away. 1-1. Espiau went down swinging in her first appearance. Even count. Bases loaded. 1 down. Good speed on all the bases. Taken inside. Little frame job by Papas is no good. As it'll be a 2-1 count. Espiau in the driver's seat just a little bit. Riley Price over the halfway point of the century mark. 50-second pitch on its way. And that swung on and hit out of play in the right, behind the first base dugout into the shrubbery or the bush.
Yeah.
2-2.
Marley Espiau, in the beginning kind of showed bunt, but try to go for the hit.
2-2 on its way. Price trying to quell it, and that's hit her on the foot. And that's the second hit by pitch on the year for Espiau, and that's a painful run batted in, but a run is a run. 4-2 lead cut in half in the bottom of the second inning, as it looks like a little mound visit by Kinley Papas, just to calm down Price.
Yeah, you see Marley Espiau, moving up, trying to shake her foot, relieve some of that pain as she makes, her walk back to first base.
And the Triton still 1 out. Really an extremely dangerous position for the Trailblazers as the slugging big righty DH Malia Cherry will come into bat, and just a formidable force last year for the Roadrunners. The Roadrunners Bakersfield, excuse me, where she hit a whopping 13 homers, and just led the league, or at least was up there in the league for a while. I think just behind an Irvine gal, if I'm not mistaken. Or Davis, one of the two. As 0-1 is the count. Looking Cherry to pick a Cherry. As that swung on, hit high in the air into medium deep center field, fielded by Kawaki Kokona, and that'll be an RBI sac fly. A sac fly for the Giants, down by 1, and a productive at bat by Cherry. Just unfortunately, just got a smidge under it. Did get that backspin to let the ball go sailing into the Frisbee games. But a run is a run.
Yeah. Now it's cut down to a 1-run lead right now, held by Utah Tech. As this bottom of the second is looking very, very, efficient right now for the Trojans.
As Wasserman will come up to bat, way outside is that fastball, 1-0. Wasserman still has not registered an official at bat yet on the night, as she walked in her first at bat on 5 pitches. Price at the 55th pitch, 55 pitch mark, looking to get out of this inning. Wasserman fouls that straight into the fence next to the first base dugout. 1-1. The stadium, a little bit of a lull right now. Everyone's just holding their breath, has a bating breath, just looking for one in the gap, just drive, 1-1 count. Zara Wasserman swings and fouls it out of play on the right side. Looks like it hits a golf cart, 1-2.
You have to protect the golf carts. Who knows? They provide immense services here around campus.
Yeah. I don't know. They never gave me a ride, so I'm impartial. If they gave me a ride, sure.
Yeah, sure.
But
Okay, yeah. But I mean, okay, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
1-2 count. Runner on first, runner on third. And it is taken low and looks like in a little pickle. No throw as both runners are back in time. Espial tried to get into a little pickle to maybe get Garcia to score or see an errant throw. But 2-2 remains the count. Garcia on third, Espial on first. Both good wills. Even count. Wasserman looking to drive in a run. It is taken low. Stolen base, no throw for Espial. And 2 runners are in scoring position for a full count now for the first baseman, Zara Wasserman.
Yeah, you could see Espial, she was eyeing on that second base, for a minute as she tried it, just the pitch before. Was able to get it in this pitch.
3-2, full count. Swung on, hit into the center field, and that's down. Garcia scores. Espial rounding third. She scores without a throw, and that will be a Giant lead, 5-4. Zara Wasserman, 2-run single. And the Giants, after giving up 4, come directly back, answering with 5.
This is how, the Tritons, I guess, wanted to basically progress in the bottom of the first. Weren't able really to get it on, but they found their form. They found their hitting, their pitching, their batting. I mean, in this bottom of the second, and as they're up 5-4.
As Elise Nishimura will swing high and miss it, 0-1. Went down on strikes, swinging in her first at bat. Only the second strikeout of the year for her. So a good contact hitter, not trying to do too much with it. 5'5" frame, not a big, powerful guy or lady. 0-1, taken high, evening the count to 11, 1-1.
As you can see from here, Lion Tree Arena being set up for men's basketball,
which starts in an hour, called against Davis by Sasha Duda and Davis Wilsey. So
Yeah.
Davis calling for Davis. 1-1 for number 11 is taken low, just missing the bottom black, 2-1.
If I'm not mistaken, they are giving away
Something
some
K-pop. It's some
food.
K-pop thing.
Yeah. I'm not
Unsure
sure what
what.
it is exactly, but
I'd rather be here at softball,
yeah.
especially against Davis. 2-1 is the count. Nishimura swings, fouls it back straight into the shrubbery where so many balls are often lost. 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the second for a half inning that's felt like it's trudged on forever, scoring Giants 5 hits, 5 runs, probably four or five hits, with 1 runner left on. Still, Zara Wasserman looking to score. Even count, full count now with that fastball missing outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 5-4 game, bottom of the second. Zara Wasserman will get a running start, or at least a little head start. No matter what happens on this pitch, she will have to go. Price surpassed the 60 pitch mark. 3-2 high, ball 4, first and second. Once again, hustling down is Nishimura. And that looks like it will be the end for Riley Price, the junior, as all of her teammates come out of the dugout ready to greet her, as it looks like it will be a number in the 10s. I can't quite see. 12, I think. But I'm a little bit
It's not that clear from
Oh, 23?
23.
Number 23, potentially 24, 26. Probably 26. Actually, they're both pitchers. Never mind. We'll wait and see. But there is a pitching change for Riley Price. Went an inning and 2/3, responsible for both runners, Wasserman and Nishimura. As the first couple pitches are a little haywire, forcing Kinley Papas to go chasing them. So Price's night is done. The price was not right for Utah Tech.
Yeah, you can definitely see that. As both of the innings, half innings that she pitched, they were relatively long compared to the top of the halves.
She struggled with putting away the trying hitters and really just keeping it competitive within the zone, unfortunately, for the Utah Tech, as it looked like Wasserman in the dugout communicating in a funky lingo, softball language, I don't know. Maybe hitting the 6-7, I don't know.
Hey,
She did like,
I
don't know.
Yeah, it's like you can expect anything now
I mean,
in this day and age.
These kids nowadays.
Yeah,
Back in my day.
yeah, back in my days. Just for reference, I'm turning 21 this year.
21? Holy smokes.
Yeah.
I'm buying you a cane, big dog.
Hey, appreciate it.
As the first pitch is taken for a strike. 0-1 for number 15, Samantha Womack, who went down in her first at-bat, 0-for-1 on the night. As that's line up the middle, going around third is Wasserman. Throw to third, cuts down Nishimura, as the run, I believe, does score as Wasserman hustled before the tag. But outstanding throw by Kahawai Kakona, as that will retire the side. But 6-4 Giants lead. 6 answered back with a cricket number of their own. Just a great game so far.
Yeah, it's been a really explosive, I guess, second inning in general, for both teams. As the Tritons have the lead for the first time tonight.
Yes, they do, and that's a great word, explosive, as Dr. J's Explosive is playing right now. Did you notice that or no?
Yeah, I am hearing it right now. Yes. Yes.
I think you're on audio. I mean, that's great. That throw nose ball.
I explicitly remember hearing the song in GTA 5's radio.
Great song.
Yeah, I think it was like West Coast Classic. That was like the name of the radio station.
That makes sense. I mean,
I mean, obviously, I can't lie.
I mean, great song. Dr. Dre, I think, not the Chronic. It's I forgot the album name. The Watcher.
A Watcher.
I believe so, right?
Yeah, we can always double check.
Dr. Dre the. Oh no, it's not. What album is it? Oh wait. Oh, album is called 2001 because it was released in 1999.
Hey, maybe he was predicting the future.
Maybe.
You know, Dr. Dre, he may be ahead of his time. Obviously, beats produced by Dr. Dre.
He might be.
Revolutionary technology.
Some might say he's ahead of the game.
I peeped that. Ahead of the game. Okay. Yes. Yes. You're on one, Dean.
Oh no,
You're on one.
that's a bar. He actually said that, and it's never mind. As the first one
It's
is
yours,
fouled.
it's yours.
First one is fouled back, as Lexi Wilson was the Trailblazers pitcher, as it just updated. UCSD Wi-Fi is a little bit silly.
Yeah, a bit spotty.
As it'll be number 34, Summer Sanderson, the DH, as she calls time. 0-1 is the count. 6:13 p.m. here on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday night. Wind blowing. That's a ball throwing. 1-1. Sanderson flew out to Alano in the second inning. Nice little running grab. Nothing out of the ordinary, but showed off some of the athleticism that the Giants possess. 34 gets the 1-1 pitch low. 2-1.
As Billy is nowhere to be seen.
He might
Most
have
likely headed-
migrated to the basketball game.
Basketball game, yes.
As that is taken for a ball. 3-1. Is the count. Howard really, really, really wants to avoid putting the leadoff man on after a comeback inning that the Giants had, such as last one. Try to keep the momentum going for the offense. Sanderson swings, pops it up down the first base line. Wasserman catches it just besides the first base dugout. 1 down as they throw around the horn. And nice little wheels by the first baseman. In steps Kennedy Embry, who had a little single in the second inning. As the first pitch is taken in there on the outside part of the plate. 0-1. Top of the third inning, 6-4. Early offensive fireworks. The teams combined 13 for 23 in the first 2 1/3 inning, as that's fouled straight towards us, out of play, and that's 0-2 now.
Yeah, that ball was a bit too close for comfort, but just landed, right
I
outside.
agree. I mean, the closest the ball got was, I think, it hit the window, and actually, I think it hit Brianna, like on the back, like she was fine.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like it deflected enough, but as that's fouled, little scribbler down the first base line, 0-2 remains. But I mean, this is a war zone they got us here. No protection,
Yeah, no netting.
no netting, no easel or no canopy. Excuse me, I confused those words.
It happens.
I know, 0-2, fastball, just missing,
Just outside.
and you can hear the trying ladies just clamoring, saying, that should have been a strike. It wasn't, unfortunately. But 1-2, great pitch by Callie Howard. About 47 pitches as that's foul tipped into the net. 1-2 remains. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kennedy Embry, the first baseman, gets the pitch, swung on, head down the line, foul. She's putting up a healthy at bat to stay alive and try to get a little rally going and answer back. As that swung on and missed. High Cheese gets her chasing. 2 down. And Howard gets her first K to her name in this game.
Great composure. Kelly Howard. Bit of a long, you know, battle there. As number 19, Brooklyn Dowdle. Is that bad?
She popped up to. She pops that one up. In chasing is Alano, but a little miscommunication. That is dropped by the right field and second baseman Nishimura. And Nishimura called Alano off, and Alano respected her decision in a little bit of no man's land, and that is an absolute gift to the Trailblazers.
Obviously, they had 2 close calls, you know, when it came to miscommunication, and you know in these situations, having that level of I mean, something's bound to happen, and unfortunately, just happened to happen on what looked to be, you know, an easy end to the top of the half.
In steps Abby Davidson, who fouls that one straight back. 1 for 1 on the night with a single. Was responsible for a part of the scoring affair, scoring one of the 4 runs last inning. As that's a changeup low in the dirt. Nice block. Nice block by Kunkel. 1-1 now. Looking for the sign on her little sign sheet is Howard on her wrist. 1 ball, 1 strike, 6-4 game, running on first base. High, way high is that fastball, 2-1. As Brooklyn Dowell will be on first base. Still does not have a stolen base on the year. No attempts either, so not particularly a still threat early on, at least not yet, as that's popped up into the shrubbery so often mentioned. Just past it, actually.
Yeah,
2-2. And looks like some Tryon faithful, some Tryon students walking in trudgingly and just ready for the men's basketball game here at Lion Tree Arena. Looking to continue their momentum against, I think it was Long Beach, as that swung on and missed. And Howard redeems a little bit of her defense after the miscue, as the error does not amount to any runs scored. 6-4 after the top of the third. Coming up will be Kunkel, Tremper, and Alano.
Really, really, you know, quick, I guess, like, top of, you know, like, each of the innings have been, like, relatively, like, obviously compared to the bottom halves. You know, Triton's pitching has been phenomenal. Obviously, yeah, you kind of can't put, like, the full blame on
Howard.
Yeah, for you know, for what, you know, for like having the 4 runs, you know, going against them in the top of the second. But other than that, it's been phenomenal.
Yeah, and
performance.
the contact or the heart, the solidness of the contact for the Trailblazers really hasn't been there. I mean, granted 6 hits for the Trailblazers, but 50-60ish% of those, like 3-4 of those hits, just kind of little bloop singles, not like, oh goodness, that was a hard hit ball. It was like, it fell down, and you're gonna have games, you're gonna have starts like that, but it's how you respond back. And Howard, I mean, she did the best she could. I mean, no runs allowed, and the base runner really wasn't her fault. So great bounce back inning from the freshman, excuse me. As in steps number 99, Dylan Kunkel, the other freshman, other counterpart of that freshman battery. 1 for 3 on the season. First hit, as we mentioned, of her collegiate career. And looking to keep it going. Outfield shifted just a couple paces to the left for Kunkel. Infield, the corners playing even to just in front of the bag middle infielders just playing default as that's in there for a strike. 0-1.
You can see the wind swinging the American flag left to right. Could be of great advantage to left-handed hitters.
As that's taken look like a little change up slider variation for a ball 1-1. And speaking of that wind, blowing opposite direction of the outfielders, so might pose some trouble as you mentioned. Even count 1-1. Kunkel takes it for a delayed strike 1-2 now, looking to battle back and get something started for against the new pitcher Lexi Wilson, or who finished the inning off last inning. 1-2. Wilson delivers a very, very short changeup. 2-2 now. As try and dug out loud, getting behind their freshman Kunkel. 2-2. It's taken just outside for a ball. Full count now. 3-2. And early on, Wilson, following the trend of Price, not able to finish the batters. 3-2, swung on, foul, straight back into the stands, or into the net above the stands. She remains alive, full count.
The trying dugout getting very
as that's a ball. So falls. So Kunkel works it back from a 1-2 count for a walk.
And as you can see, far off past Utah Tech's dugout is Billy.
Oh, he's still here.
Yeah, and he has some apparel. He has some gear.
Do you think he has a sponsorship? I feel like we need to get him sponsored from Trident Athletics.
Yeah.
As that swung on and missed by Tremper. 0-1. But I mean, I know for you folks listening, probably don't know Billy, but he should be deemed the 8th wonder of the world, I'll be honest.
Yeah, honestly.
As the 0-1, 1-1 is that ball is as that ball is low.
As I said to one of my friends, sometimes I can't accept the fact that Billy is like us, because he is genuinely like one of one, never seen before.
That is true, as that's a low, wild pitch. Advancing is Kunkel, the catcher, showing off some of her wheels. 2-1. But yeah, Billy, one of one, just like Gunna. He's him. I mean,
yeah.
As that's line into center field, dropping, does not advance, is Kunkel, as she was unsure if Kahawai Kokona was going to get there or not. But first and second with no outs and a nice little rally going as California Love starts playing. Yeah, California Love starts playing for Rihanna Alano. And she would love to get a base hit now, just as she did in her first AB. Looking to cash it in, bunts it, tries to drag bunt it, does not make contact. 0-1. Billy. 0-1. Lexi Wilson looking to compose herself. Gets it. Bunt is high into the net. 0-2. So now likely we'll have to swing the bat as a softball is onto the field. And the right fielder Phillips throws it out of play. And it looks like the warming up Trailblazer found a new path undiscovered in the foul territory. Not a good look for warming up. 0-2, bottom of the third, no outs. Taken just outside and low for a ball. 1-2 now, and that was a close one. As 1-2, no outs. Wilson gets the sign from Papas. Swung on and missed for Alano, and that's the first out of the inning. And that is Wilson's second K of the year, so not particularly a strikeout connoisseur, as it will be the top of the lineup. Haley Garcia, the senior, continuing lining it up 2 for 2 on the year, and that's way out in front of foul down the right field line. 0-1.
As the wind seemed to
Die
die
down.
down. Yeah.
Little nice for us in the polos, no jacket, a little bit chilly. Nice, but a little chilly.
Just a little bit.
Just as that swung on, hit in the air in right field. That looks like it's going to be caught by Phillips. A little shoestring catch just beyond the infield dirt, 2 down. And Garcia for the first time fails to record a hit. As the shortstop, number 10, Marley Espiau, who got an RBI in her last AB by getting hit, not hitting it, but getting hit, takes the first one for a wild pitch. Advancing is Kunkel, and nice little swimming maneuver with her feet, gets her into third. So the catcher showing off some wheels, maybe not from a position not known for those. The catcher, as I just said.
Yeah, it was honestly a great move by Kunkel as the ball was thrown a bit too high for Dowdle.
As that swung on way in the dirt for Espiau. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners in the corner. Kunkel, Tremper, decent wheels, respectable wheels on the corners. Not speed demons at all, but respectable as that's fouled straight back, just under it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. 6-4, 8 hits for the Giants so far. So certainly lining it up on the offensive side of the score sheet. Infield playing a little in for the corners as that's lined down the left field line. Giving chase is Davidson. Foul. Could not get there and will run it once more.
It looked promising,
It
but
did.
it shifted a bit too, much to the left for a foul.
And one has to think, if the wind was still blowing, does that stay fair and maybe drop down?
Yeah,
We'll never know.
we'll never know.
But on deck, if will be Malia Cherry, if Espiau is able to record a hit or get on base. Well, that'll be yet to be seen as she fouls that one out by the golf carts once more. The vehicles just feel like they have a magnet for softballs right now. 1-2. Way high, and that's a wild pitch. Advancing will be Tremper. Kunkel remains at third. So 2 runners in scoring position now. Anything in the outfield should score both. So SPL just looking to get a bat on the ball and just get the line moving for the number 3 hitter, Cherry. As that's taken outside for a ball. And once again, full count. I think the third consecutive full count for the Tritons, as Wilson, about a quarter of the century mark, 26 pitches, 27th on its way, fouled straight back, and will run it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. SBL, 10 RBIs on the year, looking to make it 11, ideally 12. As that's again fouled back, and just a gritty at bat for sure. And that's the Giants right now in this game, and really all season. They'll battle you. They'll fight for every strike, every at bat. Will not go down without a fight. Full count, 3-2 on its way. Swung on, hit in the air. Going back is Kawai Kokona, and under it she is. So the crisis is averted for Wilson. 2 runners left on. Top of the 4th coming up.
I guess some interesting stats to bring up as we head into the top of the 4th inning. Total pitches by Utah Tech, 95 pitches, as UC San Diego only 54 pitches. And it's all been Callie Howard really showing how these innings, have been, detrimental, I guess, for Utah Tech's pitchers. Just bringing up the fact that total pitches thrown by Utah Tech 95 compared to the Twins
Jeez.
54.
That's not a winning strategy at all if you're the Tech Trailblazers. So looking to maybe be a little more efficient, but
Yeah, Lexia Wilson went 29 thrown pitches already,
yeah, I mean,
and she's only played, I guess, 1.1 innings.
so for the lineup, for the next three, it will be McCone, Phillips, and Papas 8, 9, and 1. For the Trailblazers, the lefty McCone, 1-for-1 with an RBI single in the second inning. Howard still dealing, working fourth inning of work. Drops a changeup below the zone, 1-0. 1-0. Howard getting the sign from her wrist, making sure she's on the same page as Kunkel. 1 ball, no strikes. Second pitch of the fourth inning is another ball, 2-0.
Yeah, ball was thrown under the zone. 2-0 count.
Infield, third baseman Tremper, a little taken in their first strike. 2-1. Tremper playing a little bit in, protecting against the bunt for the lefty, but shortstop, second, first base, the remainder of the infield relatively stagnant. Normal positions, outfield normal positions as well. 2-1, taken in there for taken for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Just a little bit outside, I'll be completely honest. As Lion Tree Arena is starting to pack it up, as I see a horde of students walking into there. Good attendance for Oplius. That's line to left field. Back goes Garcia, camping under it about 25 feet from the warning track. 1 down.
Yeah, it looked a little bit dangerous, but I guess the drag, affecting the ball there didn't allow it to push further out of the pitch for a potential, for what could have been a home run.
Maybe, I mean. As Sadie Phillips, another lefty, comes up 1-for-1 as well with a single in that big 4-run second inning for the Trailblazers. But after that, pure just quietness. 0-0 pitch, little slapstick approach, takes it for a ball, 1-0. And I mentioned this last year, but I still don't understand how they hit with such efficiency while running and moving. I mean, it's pure art almost, and it's just really beautiful. As 1-0 taken just low for a ball, 2-0.
Yeah, obviously, the complex, I guess, mechanics or biomechanics, I guess you could say, in these type of sports. It's a beauty to see.
As that's line down the left field line, caught by the lunging Womack for the second out of the inning, and a couple questionable flyouts, but in the score sheet, it's a routine flyout and no questions asked. As the 8-9 hitters do not set up the table for the leadoff man, Kinley Papas, so the lefty sophomore will look to start a little 2-out rally going. 1-for-2 on the night with a double in the second inning. First pitch swung on deep into left field. Womack going back, turn around, and tips off her glove, hits off the wall, rounding second, sliding into second, and that's her second straight double of the night. 2 for 3, and she did just exactly what I thought she would want to do. Get something going and give a little pressure towards Callie Howard. Don't let a 1-2-3 inning happen, and now the tying run is up to the plate. The tying run will be Lakaya Bracia Kawai Kakona. He was 1-for-2 on the night with a RBI single, looking to continue that trend, as that's Nub to Howard. Howard throws it to Wasserman in time. And that is a great comeback from the 2-out double. 1 pitch, 1 out, retires the side. One runner left on. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 6-4 Trions lead. Just a stellar game so far, as it will still be Lexi Wilson, pitching for the Trailblazers.
Obviously, Kenley Papas giving the Trailblazers, I guess, a lifeline while they have 1 out, and then that's done. Great hit by her, but obviously, the Tritons with their fielding able to revert away from that, potential danger.
And the big power bat, Malia Cherry, still yet to record the long ball for this Trions team, but certainly maybe a little bit of a slow start for her on the year. 2 for 8, 250 average, so not the extreme power threat or the offensive threat that we saw last year, but certainly, right, making her presence felt, maybe not with the numbers in the score sheet, but just by her sheer presence, right? Because the pitchers know, man, Malia Cherry, she is an offensive threat. With the stick in her hands, she's a beast.
Yeah,
and
a lot of torque when it goes into hitting those balls.
Yes, a lot of torque. And
sorry, I'm an engineering major, so I gotta use the terminology correct.
Yes. She torques the ball, and as the engineers would say, as the first pitch to her is taken, fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. But even though she's not lighting up the score sheet, right, so far, the Trions have picked up the load, 5-1 early on this season, and really, I'm not expecting anything less, as that's lying down the left field line, showing off the power, but foul. Almost a long ball, almost trying to prove me wrong, but just a little early of that off-speed pitch. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, honestly, you have some people traversing, I guess.
Including Billy.
Baseline, yeah, on the left side, so.
0-2 on its way, fastball high, 1-2.
Yeah. As Billy has a softball in his hand.
And he can do it all night. Billy is great. 1-2, fastball outside, 2-2, 22 to number 26, Malia Cherry. And as a sophomore, being one of the top power hitters as a freshman, she's going to have a great career, hopefully remaining here at UC San Diego. 2-2, almost chases the high fastball. No, she does not, and was in the gray area, 50-50 zone. But once again, I've been saying this all night, always the Trailblazers unable to kind of finish off the Tritons, and the Tritons just always working back to a full count. 3-2, swung on into the right field gap, and that is gone! And Malia Cherry with her first long ball of the year as she races around the bases. The first run of her Triton career, and the first of many, I hope. And showing off the oppo power, gets it over the probably 7, 8 foot wall, 9 foot wall, and just a laser beam.
A magnificent hit there by Malia Cherry.
Man.
Just the right amount of distance just to go over.
And initially when Sadie Phillips was running towards it, she was a little turned around, and I thought, like, okay, it's going to be off the wall, but the ball just kept carrying, and as you said, she torques on the ball.
Yeah.
Wow, 7-4 Tritons after that. Just barbarian of a swing, just pure brute force, as that's a changeup changeup in there, 0-1. Wow. And that's why she was one of the perennial power hitters last year in the Big West. As that ball is hit straight to us. Oh, shucks.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
As that almost hit me, and Talal, but it's all good.
It just hit the table that was right behind us. That was a
Wow.
really dangerous ball. I saw that coming in, and I didn't
Yeah.
know where to shift,
And,
whether left or right.
I'll be completely honest. I really thought about trying to grab that ball with my hands.
Oh.
But as Zara Wasserman will go down on looking, but I don't know, the baseball instinct. I thought about just trying to corral it, but
Yeah,
I'm not trying to break my hands on KSDT.
Yeah.
Might be the first, but not worth.
Yeah, as I always say, there's a first for everything, but not exactly for everything.
I mean, a first for Malia Cherry could have been a first for me. First broken bone is that's a ball. 1-0.
I'm still thinking about that.
That
That foul ball.
Oh man.
Just kind of contemplating,
Oh, I thought I was gonna hit the for you folks who can't see us, right? So all of you, there's a light pole right in front of us, and I was expecting to ricochet and just kind of pinball machine towards us, but it just had eyes. I mean, gotta be some kind of crime against KSDT or something. I don't know if it's Irvine or something, but as the 1-0 pitch to Elise Nishimura is taken for a ball, excuse me, the 2-0 pitch is taken for a ball. Trace and 3-0, with one down, 1 run in from that Malia Cherry long ball. Nishimura trying to get on 3-0, and she takes it all the way for a strike. Now we'll have the green light.
Lexi Wilson, most likely plus 40 pitches. So as kind of waiting on the stats to update.
And
but
3-1 is just low, nowhere close. And the second walk for Nishimura, and another base runner for the Tritons. $14 runners on for the night. Both teams 14 runners on. Wait, nope, excuse me, I mislooked at that. 14 runners on for the Tritons, 7 for the Trailblazers. So certainly offensive production, as that's roped into left field, going back, and off the bottom of the wall. Nishimura rounding third, going. The throw home is not in time, and that is a double. Advancing on the throw is Samantha Womack, the left fielder. She gets the double, advances on the throw to third base. Nishimura scores all the way from first, showing off the Triton wheels. 8-4 Triton lead, double the score if the pep band were here. And Lexi Wilson just having her woes, and that's enough for the Trailblazers coach, as that will signal the end of the night for Lexi Wilson.
some beautiful hits, finding those gaps, getting, obviously seeing Malia Cherry getting that home run. It's been a phenomenal, performance. As we've already seen how their fielding has been, during the top of, the innings. They're batting really starting to connect on almost every single pitch now. And, yeah, double the score, as you said.
Double the score. As it will be a southpaw pitching for the Trailblazers. It will be, I believe, Delaney Wright, number 6, the freshman southpaw. So a new look for the first Triton hitter, Dylan Kunkel, not Kunkelman, Dylan Kunkel. And the lid just has kind of blown open so far, not by like the usual like blowout sense, but the momentum certainly going the way of the tide.
Oh yeah. Momentum swing that Utah Tech weren't really expecting. Being up 4-0, those vibes are immaculate. You haven't won a game this season, and out of nowhere, just 8 runs.
8 unanswered runs. I mean, and really the Tritons just getting lucky, or not even get, but just the hits have been hit perfectly, if that makes sense. I mean, and one thing to note, right? The wind's kicking up again. Does that attribute to the long ball from Malia Cherry? Because the wind was dead, but then Malia Cherry hits the long ball when picked up just before the at-bat. So
Yeah.
certainly interesting to see the environment maybe help out the Giants a little more than the Trailblazers as Kunkel gets the first pitch fastball for a ball just missing 1-0.
It's the type of things you expect, during winter ball. Chilly and windy. Don't know what to expect.
As Wright gets a no call, 2 balls, no strikes. Infield, outfield playing relatively, or infield playing in, trying to cut down the runner at third, Samantha Womack. Outfield playing normal depth, takes it for a ball. Does Dylan Kunkel, the catcher, who putting together a nice little at-bat, nice little night, 1 for 1 with a walk.
And obviously still only 1 out. For the
One
Titans.
Kunkel looking for her first collegiate RBI after her first collegiate hit as she takes that one for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike now is the count. And vibes are high for the Trine crowd, for the Trine dugout. 3-1. Wright delivers. High fastball. And the freshman catcher hustles her way down after receiving her second walk on the night. Remains perfect on getting on base. 3 for 3 in her plate appearances. As in steps Jackie Tremper, the third baseman. That walk does set up the double play, so a little solace for the Trailblazers as that's taken for a ball low, and Wright cannot find the strike zone right now. Has thrown 6 pitches, 5 of which have been balls, and balls that have been really nowhere close. Tremper gets the pitch, squares around, bunts it, a little bit of a safety bunt, and Womack is in a pickle, dives back to third in time, and a makeshift little safety squeeze nets a base hit for Jackie Tremper. So she is now 4 for 10 on the year, and really the Trailblazers executed that bunt 3 defense perfectly. But again, the way is just going. The momentum is just going the way for the Giants.
Yeah, and that bunt played perfectly into the Tritons' hands. Obviously, Samantha Womack, tried to look for the run, saw that there wasn't really a clear opportunity, went back to third base, knowing that you still have the opportunity to go back, as other players haven't advanced yet. So,
as it'll be a little mound visit for Miss Wright, for Delaney Wright, the pitcher. And yet to record an out in this relief appearance. So certainly a little bit of a struggle coming out of the pen. As it will be bases loaded.
Tremple, Kunkel, and Womack, respectively. As Rihanna Alana.
Oh. As Rihanna Alana.
Callie Christian.
Oh, Callie Christian.
Rihanna Alano subbed out for Callie Christian. Sophomore, lefty.
And limited plate appearances, only 4, but 2 for 4 with one of which being a double, so certainly a good pinch hitting opportunity. First pitch, lefty-lefty matchup is in their first strike, 0-1 as a little La Jolla scenery, an airplane flying over the Trine ballpark. And I feel like one of the nice perks of UC San Diego, some people don't like it because of the noise, but it's a nice little sight as the first pitch or second pitch is in their first strike, 0-2, and the lefty-lefty matchup working to the favor of Delaney Wright. The first time being ahead of the count, 0-2, 1 out, bases juiced, infield playing in, corners playing above the bag. looking for an out. 0-2 pitch taken. Strike 3 on the outside corner. A backwards K to the name of Delaney Wright. And Kylie Christian, the pinch hitter, goes down on 3 straight strikes.
As we head back to the top of the order.
As Haley Garcia, the woman who has been tearing the cover of the ball, 2 for 3, takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. And a little bit mind games from Summer Sanderson. For Summer Sanderson, as she's now catching for some reason.
Yeah.
As that's a ball, 2-0.
Checking out Kennedy Pappas, who's been, I guess, Utah Tech star player so far this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Could potentially be an injury.
Maybe, I'm not sure. But that's a huge detriment to the Trailblazers, as that's hit to third and miscommunication by Dowdle as she was trying to throw to the covering Jones at third base, but no one was there, so she just ended up holding onto the ball, and that will be an RBI for Haley Garcia. Interested to see how that's ruled, if that's going to be an error to an E5 for Dowdle or an infield single, as all of the Giants were hustling. But 9-4 for in steps Marley Espial and takes the first one for a strike, 0-1. And that will be a single, a very gracious single, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
good for Garcia. 3 for 4, a 5.26 average now on the season. Espial gets the second pitch in there for a strike, a changeup.
Call the ball.
Oh, call a ball. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Changeup just dropping out of the zone, apparently. 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded still. Espial swings and misses through that one. Had the high fastball, looking to let it fly. Just could not make contact. 2-1. As I'm not saying leave this broadcast, but men's basketball will be starting in about 5 minutes or after this game. Tune into that. Sasha Duda and Davis Willsey will be on the call. SBL tried for time, but does not get it. Check swing, no swing, and that's a 3-1 count. So yeah, Davis Willsey, Sasha Duda on the mic for men's basketball. Men's UCSD basketball in a little bit of a funky place right now. A little bit of a dry spell, but any moment can turn it around and just get on a hot streak. Looking to do that tonight. They're here at Lion Tree. 2-2 count. Swung on, fielded by the shortstop. Throw on to Dowdle in time. Jones to Dowdle. Retires the side. And that the bottom of the 4th inning will conclude with 3 runs scoring. One of which being the long ball by Malia Cherry, the Triton DH from Bakersfield. Just an absolute missile to right field.
Yeah, and the bottom of this inning could have been worse. Utah Tech obviously being put in that situation. We have bases loaded, but considering that they may have had, an error, but that's not considered one. But there you go. They stopped the bleeding for sure. And not basically allowing UC San Diego to potentially, go up double digits.
And it will be 3-4-5 dude up for the Utah Tech Trailblazers. The right women up for the job, where your most valuable hitters probably are in that 3-4-5 slot. Freshman, sophomore though, so experience a little lackluster, but maybe the young bucks will run wild and just get something going behind and pave a new trail as the Trailblazers.
Yes, indeed. 3 and 4, Lauren Jones and Summer Sanderson going both over 2 tonight.
And really relatively weak contact too, so looking to make a change. Callie Howard still absolutely dealing. Really had that scuffle in the 2nd inning, but after that, just only one hit in the other three. So just one little hiccup, but she's doing well as Billy still remains keeping his faith to the women's softball team. Will show up to the men's basketball team in a little bit. I wouldn't doubt.
As we head into the final 3 innings.
Yes, top of the 5th inning. Lauren Jones 0 for 2 on the night. First pitch taken for a strike. Just catching the bottom part of the zone. 0-1. And certainly the Utah Tech Trailblazers putting a much better fight, as about 2 hours ago at this time they would have just lost the game. So a little bit of improvement. Love to see that.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
and this game is not over by any means. I mean, down 5, not looking great, but just we saw it in the second inning for the Trions, a 6 spot. So nothing's over. As that swung on down the line, fair, and that's exactly what the Trailblazers need. Diving stop by Womack, throws it to second, cut off by the shortstop Espial, deflected but filled by Nishimura, and that's a leadoff double by Jones, and the young Bucks, sure, has something going.
Yeah, gets their first hit of the night, and it's a double.
I mean. And that's exactly what you need to do if you're Utah Tech. I mean, you don't try to go for the long ball, but keep the next man up or next woman up mentality, right? Just don't try to be the hero, but just try to contribute to the cause. As that's popped up behind home plate into the shrubbery, out of play by Summer Sanderson. 0 for 2 on the night with 2 pop-up flyouts to Rihanna Alano in the second, and then to Zara Wasserman in the third. 0-1 is the count. Howard at 69th pitch coming up. Runner on second, no outs, is called for a ball. Just missing. Evening the count to 1 to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Howard gets the sign from Kunkel. It is swung on, hit behind the first base dugout, out of play, in by the golf carts once more at the stairs. 1-2 is the count. Howard delivers 1-2. Way high fastball. 22 is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, number 34. Lauren Jones is on second. The shortstop freshman has decent wheels, obviously playing the middle infield spot. One of the better athletes for most teams, as that's a changeup low, running the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch here just to not let anything spiral out of control for the Trailblazers. Howard needs to at least make Sanderson swing the bat a little bit. Don't give any free passes. Delivers from the stretch, foul, straight back into the home plate fence, and the count remains. And at one point, the Trailblazers were 7 for 13, I think, within the first 3 innings, have gone 1 for 8. 1 for 8, 1 for 9. So certainly in a little cold spell over the past few innings. 3-2 on its way. Swung on, hit in the left field. That will split the gap. Chasing down is Garcia, rounding first. Dives into second, beats the throw. Does Sanderson, and that is back-to-back doubles by the back-to-back freshman. First hits of the game for both of the freshmen. Gets the run across, puts into a 4-run game, 9-5 in the top of the 5th inning. And as I said, this game is far from over as the Trailblazers are clawing back slowly but surely.
Yes, certainly. Obviously, again, the 2 freshmen, even though they know, yeah, you probably didn't make a hit before they had their at-bats, but they were confident enough. And 2 huge, doubles, to get a run in and, still top of the 5th, no outs, 4-run game. They still have a chance.
And would not be surprised if maybe the Giants get some scuffling, some scurrying in the bullpen just to get an arm loose as Howard's at 74 pitches. So getting up there in totals as the lefty Kennedy Embry comes up with a runner on second. 9-5 game, so certainly a close game as time is called. Tie the shoes, does Summer Sanderson. Safety first. Don't want any tripping or injuries happening. Always make sure to double knot them, folks. Sound advice.
Yeah. Double knotting, is very reliable.
I agree. And 1-0 pitch on its way, swung right back, fouled, 1-1. I mean, I don't understand people who don't double knot. I feel like it's just a waste of time not to double knot.
Yeah, because okay, yeah, you do one knot, and it's like
it works. It works, but
yeah.
it doesn't. It's not efficient.
It's not efficient.
I'm a man of efficiency, and 1-1 pitch on its way, change up in there for a strike, catching the bottom quadrant of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kennedy Emery, number 22. Gets the sign from Kunkel, does Howard. Swings, rocks her body. High, fastball, way high, almost airmails Kunkel, but 2-2 now. As Billy remains steadfast in his support and appreciation of the Trions D1 sports teams. 2-2, fastball way high, and Howard might be losing some of her control and her precision as she goes beyond, I think, the 80 pitch mark, or at least approaching at least 79 to 81 pitches.
Here's when you have to think,
2-2 on its way in there, strike 3, and Embry just left before the home plate umpire even did the strike 3 signal. Steve Rodriguez, she knew she was gone once the pitch entered the glove of Kunkel.
Yeah, and obviously, good on Callie Howard for getting that K, but at the same time you kind of have to think of relieving her at this time as she hits the 80 pitch mark, going for the 81st.
As Brooklyn Dowdle squares up but pulls it back, 1 ball, no strikes. I mean, although it went down with a K in her name for Kennedy Embry, right? A 6 pitch at bat, 6 pitch at bat for a fatigued arm is a good AB, as that pitch is a ball high and inside. 2-0 now, and falling behind again is Howard, so certainly might be time to have some relief for the Trions as she's, I think, nearing her end of the night, end of her night, as that's taken for a strike. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Both dugouts vocal, just showing their support, trying to get the better of either team, and making for a fun night. 2-1, count remains. Foul tipped, caught into the glove of Kunkel. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dowdle is 0 for 2 on the night, with reaching on that miscue from Nishimura and Alano. Spiked changeup, 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Big pitch, really could signal some urgency in the Giant bullpen to maybe and pressure the Giants to relieve Howard. 3-2 on its way is taken for a ball, just missing, and that's first and second now with runners on, as Drew McCone will come up, the lefty junior. 1 for 2. Excuse me, it's a pinch hitter. It will be number 4, not listed. Oh no, Abby Davidson. Abby Davidson pops that straight up. Nishimura calling it just to the left of the second base bag, catches it for the out, and a huge missed bullet by Howard. As now it will be Drew McCone, the lefty junior.
Billy with the infamous, we can do this all night.
McCone takes the changeup low. 1-0. And Billy, a wise man with words, just pure, uncensored passion for trying athletics. Does this for the love of the game. 1 ball, no strikes. McCone is dealt a fastball line in the left field, caught by a Womack to retire the side. And that will strand 2 runners, 9-5, entering the bottom of the 5th inning. Giants will be up Malia Cherry, Zara Wasserman, and Elise Nishimura. Cherry notably had that long ball last inning and will be looking to recreate her success and maybe reward us with another long ball. As we are broadcasters, but we are also student broadcasters, as a couple of assignments are being submitted right now.
Be a great scope.
Ooh, great scope. Fortunately, as a history major, right, never had to deal with that, so we are A-okay. Holy smokes, that's a lot of work. Oh.
I may have forgotten to submit the PDF with a missing lesson.
Oh.
Missing section, so.
You know, this is where KSDT broadcasting gets real. We get to dive into the mind of college broadcasters.
Yeah, it's certainly like in a school where the quarter system really takes a toll.
The quarter system is very funky indeed. I mean, yeah, I mean.
But we move.
We as the youth say, or as I say, I don't know why I'm referring to myself as the youth, but as we say, we bowl.
You could definitely refer yourself as the youth.
I mean,
trust me.
I guess so. I feel like that's very like third persona kind of stuff, though. You know, like some Reggie Jackson. As Malia Cherry will come up, looking to do some damage. As she, again, hit that opposite field long ball, showing off the power, showing off the torque, as Talal mentioned. 0-0 pitch, righty-lefty matchup. She delivers, takes it for a ball, 1-0. Infield playing back, knows what kind of power Cherry has. Not a speed demon, so not afraid of any bunts or just looking for the power, as that's taken a little off-speed fastball in there for a strike. 1-1 now. Beautiful night. Frisbee still happening. Just a great night for baseball. Softball, excuse me. 9-5 is the score. Cherry gets dealt a high fastball. 2-1 now. And you can maybe hear Billy just yelling, okay, 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 and that's okay. I mean,
yeah, a lot of things are going okay.
And I think that's a little better than okay, as that's popped up to the second baseman for the Trailblazers. Fielded cleanly does McCone, and that's 1 down as Zara Wasserman comes up. As Zara Wasserman comes up, number 20. First pitch is swung on, hit into the 3-4 hole. Nice quick release by McCone for a 1 pitch, 1 out. And Delaney Wright is dealing right now in this bottom of the 5th inning. About 4 pitches, 2 outs. Doing the math, that's an average of 2 per at bat.
Hey,
Uh, I might be a history major, but I got quick maths.
quick maths. Yes,
Quick maths.
I was just about to say that. Yes. Appreciate the quick maths.
Yes, yes, yes. As Elise Nishimura yet to record a base hit, but does have has reached base 2 times. Excuse me, it will be Gabrielle Flores, number 17, getting her first at bat of the year. It was a pinch runner, it seems, as she has scored a run. Looking to get something going for the Tritons, as really the Tritons kind of usher in their white flag, so to speak, but as the possible victors, just giving Nishimura a little break and just, yeah. She was a sophomore last year, as she is a junior, and first time playing, only recorded 5 at-bats, so not particularly a high usage player, but she pops that one up, unfortunately, to Kennedy Embry, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Trailblazers, and really the first 1-2-3 inning, I think, since the first inning. So
Yeah.
nice little bounce back inning after a couple high scoring Triton half innings.
You know, it's really good, I guess, for Utah Tech to kind of slow down the tempo. Tritons had.
Yes.
Trying to find their own rhythm, maybe gain back the momentum as we head into the final 2 innings.
Yes, and the final 2 innings, top of the 6th, 9-5 is the score. Weather getting considerably colder as now I have a chill and a little bit, not goosebumps, but it's chilly.
Yeah, quite chilly.
As a new pitcher will come in for the Tritons. Looks like number 23, Lauren Roselle, and she was on the team last year for the UC San Diego Tritons, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, she's a sophomore. Didn't pitch all too often, only had 10 appearances, 12 innings, but certainly was not lining up the score sheets in the right way. 7.74 ERA, 3 losses, 25 walks. That's the big point. Almost 2 walks per inning. Just not a good look, or not really controlling the strike zone with that one. But it will be 9-5 score. It will be a little less stressful outing for her, for sure, as she will be facing the 9-1-2 hitters, Phillips, Papas, and Kahawai Kekona. As Papas is still in the game, so maybe they switched her out for DH, I'm guessing? Because she's still in the lineup, but she wasn't catching, so maybe got dinged up behind the plate or something like that. I'm unsure. But Sadie Phillips, 1 for 2 on the night with a single in that second inning, as the first pitch is a changeup low, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Phillips looking to get something started for the Trailblazers. Takes that one just inside, apparently. 2 balls, no strikes. And I mean, Emma Umemura will be in right field now, the sophomore, replacing, it looks like, the pinch hitting not Haley Garcia, I'm blanking on it, Gabrielle Flores.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gabrielle Flores at second
Yes.
base.
2 balls, 1 strike. Sadie Phillips, the right fielder, being the leadoff hitter, will swing at that one and just foul it into Kunkel. Broadcast. And the San Diego Tritons are beating UC Davis right now 15-9 with 10 minutes left to play. They've only scored 15 points in 10 minutes, but Davis has only scored 9.
No.
So,
So
and the women's team 40-32 with 4 minutes remaining in the third. So, as of things are going right now, both teams are cooking.
yeah,
But we will
return to the softball.
Yes. Phillips, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, swings. Looks like it fell off her foot, so that will be a dead ball. And we will redo that one. Three balls, 2 strikes. Roselle on the year, a lot better than last year. 8 innings pitched, .88 ERA. Still 9 walks, so about 1 every inning and some change. But certainly in her sophomore season, controlling the zone a lot better. 3 balls, 2 strikes, fouled off once more by Phillips. Just staying alive. Infield, corner infielders playing in, just protecting the little squib bunt hit. Middle infield playing default position. Umamura shifted a little closer to first base to cover the bunt. As that's lined up the middle, diving play by Espial, just deflected off her glove. Will be a leadoff infield single. And the playing towards the gaps actually hurts the Trions, as that might have been able to be a running off-balance throw for Espial, but it will be a leadoff single. So, again, Trailblazers starting off the inning with a leadoff hit. A leadoff runner.
We head back to the top of the batting order for Trailblazers. Kinley Pops.
Interesting to see, as she is DHing, so hopefully she's okay. 2 for 3 on the night. Takes it for a changeup outside ball, 1-0. Reaching about the hour 40 mark now. Really a slower softball game. Most games about hour 30, so that's what happens when you have a high-scoring affair like this. 9-5, top of the 6th inning. That's fielded cleanly by Tremper. Throw to second. Umamura throws it over, not in time. Gets the lead runner. A 5-4 putout. And 1 away. Nice quick turn from Tremper. Nishimura just not enough mustard on that one to get the speedy Kinley. So 1 away. As there's a little talking going on by the Trions coach with, looks like, Mr. Brian Kuhn. And I'm not sure about what, but that is happening. I don't know.
Yeah. Kind of don't know what they were discussing, basically, but players head back to their positions as we move on.
As Kahawai Kakona will step in from the right side. The senior has gone 1 for 3 on the night with a RBI single in the second. Common thing, as that's taken for a fastball in there in the zone. 0-1. For the Trailblazers, certainly need to get at least 1 here. Don't want to go into the last inning down by 4. Need to chip away just by anything at this point. 0-1 pitch is taken for ball 1-1 now. Hawaii Kakona RBI single in the second. Only offensive output in this entire game was in the second. That's hit to Tremper, throw to first in time for the SPL in time for the out. The lead runner does advance to second, so Kinley runner is in scoring position now. High chopper just could not allow for the turn at second. So 2 down for Lauren Jones, the freshman who roped a double down the left field line last inning, looking to do the same with a runner in scoring position now. With a runner in scoring position now. 1 for 3 on the night for the freshman. Swung on and just chopped down almost in fair territory, but foul for Steve Rodriguez, he calls. Trying dugout again, being loud.
Yeah.
And really, it's a one-sided vocal battle. Trailblazers have been pretty dang quiet since the second inning. Changeup is in there for a nice little strike. 0-2 now.
As Lauren Roselle looks to close out top of the 6th inning.
9-5. Roselle, 15 pitches thrown. Pretty efficient so far in this 2/3 innings work. That's a changeup, just barely reaches the plate. Spiked about 45, like 5 or 6 feet in front of the plate. Nice block by Kunkel for the keep it 1-2 count. Kinley Papa's on second still. Should be able to score on most of the things in the outfield unless it's a super hard hit ball. The pitch taken low, changeup just scooting, just dropping out of the zone. Evening the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Lauren Jones, the shortstop, looking to keep the line going and get a runner in to bring this to a 3-run game. Just to lessen the deficit just by any means necessary, by any amount. 2-2, swung on, hit, fielded cleanly by Espial. Throw over is not in time, or they're calling that Wasserman didn't field it cleanly. I don't know.
They call
because there was no pointing. It was just a normal safe call, and I could see it from up here that Jones did not beat that out. So I'm.
From what it looks like, the initial call is that she is safe.
She's. I don't know. I mean, it seems like Wasserman knew she messed up, but I don't know in what way. So certainly unfortunate for the Tritons, as Summer Sanderson will come up to bat. Still need to keep the line moving. Cannot tie it with a long ball here. Down 4 would be looking just to at least get one, maybe advance Jones also to third, maybe score her. But just Sanderson has to keep the line moving. First pitch, changeup low, does not get the call. 1-0. And the strike zone just becoming smaller and smaller for Roselle. Was smooth sailing, then a couple unfortunate plays getting her into a jam. Corners filled, one runs on first and third. Swung on, hit, fielded cleanly by Tremper. Throw over to Wasserman in time for the out. And Lauren Roselle strands 2, keeps this to a 4-run game. Entering the bottom of the 6th, Tritons lead 9-5. And due up will be Samantha Womack, Dylan Kunkel, Jackie Tremper, combined for 5 for 7. So absolutely just dealing so far on the offensive side. 6, 7, 8 due up.
As temperature starting to decrease a lot.
Yes, it is.
Can really feel the cold out here in La Jolla. But we are approaching the final instances of this game.
Yes, yes, yes. As Womack will still face Delaney Wright, as it seems like that might just be the Trailblazers' person to go to.
Obviously, for this game to keep on going, the Trailblazers would need to either tie the game in the top of the 7th or take the lead for basically to allow Tritons to play that, bottom of the 7th.
Yes.
And
I mean, ideally we don't have to. I mean,
yeah,
ideally. Right? I mean, I love softball, but it's a little chilly. I want to see a nice, smooth try-in victory. Get a nice little interview, just have some fun.
Have some fun,
I
yeah.
know, and
Right before, the weekend starts.
exactly, and a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, 3-day weekend. Yeah,
It's
I keep
shout
forgetting.
out,
Yeah.
not Martin Luther King. What's President's
Day.
Day?
President's Day.
Shout out President's Day, man.
Yeah.
Gotta be
You know-
the top 3 inventions.
Yeah, like coming in at the right time as well. We got done with midterm season. It's like, yeah.
Bro, talking about some double midterms.
Oh, God.
I had.
I had 3 midterms, bro.
Whew. That's unfortunate. As that's fouled down the right field line, out of play into the construction zone.
Samantha Womack.
So Samantha Womack, again, just blistering hot in this game. 2 for 3. 2 RBIs, scored a run. 0-1 count. Right deals, takes high for a ball, evening the count to 1-1.
Kind of need to look at that windup again by Delaney Wright. I sort of noticed something weird, but I'm just not sure if I'm just seeing things or as we head into this pitch.
As that's fouled towards the trying dugout, 1-2, and what's the observation? What we?
I feel like her release is a bit short.
So like it's a like a deceptor quick release, like
yeah.
it's like she's not going fully out in her butt. Let's take a gander.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me stand up for this.
Okay.
It's abrupt. She ends abrupt. So for the folks out listening, right? She finishes like at her hip and she just stops her hand. It's not a full clean follow through like a bowler's kind of wind up or release point. That's the word.
Yeah.
Release. So good catch. 2-2 pitch swung on down the line. Almost hits Billy. He's okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
He's
thankfully.
He's a tough cookie. Don't worry, as Jacob Kreidel would say. Shout out Jacob Kreidel.
Shout out Jacob with a K.
One of the Jacobs with a K.
Yeah.
Maybe the only one. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, I can't lie.
I've
never like seen a Jacob other than a C.
Yeah.
So.
I've seen. Yeah, I mean, 2-2 count on its way. Womack takes it low for a ball, 3-2, and I mean, maybe that just speaks volume of the man Jacob Kreidel was. No one ever like him. No one ever will be like him.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of leans into the name Sean. How would you spell the name Sean?
I'm S-E-A-N, obviously. Like I feel like that's the most like
that's
common,
the most common
or
one.
S-H-A-W-N. As that's fouled straight back, 3-2 still. But I mean, yeah, Sean's a funky name because and it's not short for anything. Because like what, Shaunathan?
Yeah,
Like
no, it's its own thing.
I know. It's
But-
like Sean is just Sean.
Yeah.
Like. But it's like you could spell Sean S-H-A-U-N if you really want to, like
Or
Sean
go ballsy
Livingston.
about it, yeah.
Yeah, like Sean Livingston, the man who never missed a mid-range shot in his life.
In his life, yeah.
I mean, I think that just speaks volume of the type of trainer I was working with him.
Yeah, up there in the
Up there in the coast, in the bay.
coast, yeah. elite ball knowledge right there.
3-2 count. Womack staying alive. Hits the fake Irvine, like, grassy area that they have.
Oh yeah, I remember that for sure.
yeah.
Almost actually like makes it up top to like the balcony, I guess, area of line.
Yeah, I mean,
That was
that was a good fight-off pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good leadoff at bat by Womack. 3-2, swung on, hit to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly by Jones, though over in time. 6-3 put out. 1 down in the bottom of the 6th.
as is 99. Dylan Kunkel, the freshman, stepping up at bat. 1 for 1 tonight.
And really, you have to shout out Dylan Kunkel and Callie Howard, both freshman battery mates, putting up a stellar performance pitching and defense-wise. Holding this Utah Tech team to only 4 runs, and really that was just 1 bad inning where it really wasn't that bad, So as she fouls that one back 0-1. But Kunkel going to be a good catcher behind the plate. Has time to develop as the freshman. Just excited to see this Giants softball team in a couple years, 2 to 3 years, have a young core. She takes that one high, 1-1. And the interesting thing for this game, if the score remains the same, right? Neither team played poorly. I mean, as that's in there for a strike, 1 and 2. I mean, 5 runs on 10 hits, 8 left on. Not ideal, but it's reasonable. Giants, 9 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors, 8 left on. So really, it was just a couple. It was an extra 60 feet here and there that really made the Giants be able to get out this quickly and with the lead. As it swung on and missed. 1 and 2 now remains with 1 out. Kunkel trying to avoid her first K on the year. Keep the 2 walk, no strikeout ratio. A good ratio. Short time span, though. As the Giants do the chant. That's really for the end of the game when you know you're going to win. I feel like, I think most synonymous with football teams, I feel like Ohio State or Alabama, just rowdy folks.
Yeah, and it's a very prominent, I guess, chant in sport of football.
Yes.
Football.
Like soccer.
Football.
Soccer.
I mean, you use your feet to play.
As that swung on and missed, pulled the string on that one. 2 down, excuse me. Yes, I guess, I feel like that's called football, not football. You know what I mean? I feel like you gotta emphasize the ooh.
Like for example, like in Spanish, like football.
Yeah, football.
Football, okay.
Not football, because hey, you wanna watch some football? Speaking of football, not American
like
football.
American football, yeah.
What were your thoughts on the Super Bowl as we're trying to fill the time? And
yeah, honestly, I am a very defensive-minded person. I always think about defense.
Yeah.
So for me, watching that game, it was a defensive masterclass. I've never seen, I think, anything like that in a Super Bowl in my life from the Seattle Seahawks. I wouldn't say that I was around to watching the Seahawks winning their first Super Bowl against the Broncos, where the Broncos that year, I think they had the best, one of the greatest offenses in the history of the NFL, and they got near almost shut out by the Legion of Boom back in the days. But again, this performance by the dark side, as they call them, was a spectacular watch. Even though the score may seem close, it was not close at all.
As Alexis Jimenez is pinch hitting now for Jackie Tremper, takes the first 2 pitches for balls, 2-0. I really think the Seahawks didn't win the game. I think Drake may have lost it, in my opinion, as that's in there for a strike, 2-1. When your QB, right, who
you're a runner-up or for the MVP.
Yeah,
well.
he was. I'm not saying he's gonna be Tom Brady. No one's gonna ever be Tom Brady. But they're talking about he's gonna be the next Tom Brady of the Patriots, kind of next leader of the dynasty. You can't throw 4 interceptions. I'll be honest. That's poor form for the sport and for the franchise.
And he got I think he broke the record for amount of times getting sacked.
Oh yeah, the Seahawks 7 sacks, tied 5th I think or something.
So insane
game.
Yes.
It's a 2-2 count now, 2 outs. Right deals to Jimenez, trying to finish the bottom of the 6th and get into the 7th inning. Fouled back, 2-2 remains. But yeah, so
that's why you can never beat Drew Brees.
I don't even know what that means. I know he's a quarterback, but
the greatest quarterback of all time.
Nah. Is it Joe? Not Joe Namath. Tom Brady's the GOAT. 2-2 on its way. Fouled back once more. I think Eli Manning's the GOAT. I'm going to be honest, right?
Eli Manning?
He beat Tom Brady twice in the SB, in the Super Bowl. Not Santa Barbara. But maybe in Santa Barbara. You never know. Bars.
You never know, yeah?
You never know. But low-key.
Billy again with the we can do this all day.
And we can. I would have been a nasty quarterback. I'll be honest.
I would have been an all right wide receiver. I feel like I can.
I see. You got the.
I have the long,
You can move.
arms. I have the wingspan.
2-2 on its way. Fouled back again. And is just fighting. And just fighting back. If you could, all right, going to basketball. if you were put out there, right, as the 2-2 is foul, hit to third, fielded by Dowell, throw on the first is in time, and the 6 innings are complete. Top of the 7th coming up. It will be Kennedy Emery, Brooklyn Dowell, and Abby Davis in 5, 6, 7 coming up. And hoping to claw back and make a little comeback are the Trailblazers, as Lauren Roselle will continue to put in the work and be in the circle. But right, let's say you replace Tom Beatty, right, and for the Giants, you're with Chaikin, let's say Mays, Beath, danged it. You're the 3. You're the small.
Okay.
You're the small forward.
Okay.
You play. Let's say they play 40 minutes. You play 30, 75%, right? So you're missing about a quarter. What's your line? What are you putting up?
Honestly, again, I told you I'm a defensive-minded person, so I want to be looking forward to like scoring a lot of points. I do see myself getting, a good maybe 5 or 6 assists.
Okay.
Yeah, and rebound-wise,
I don't think it's looking good. I think you get like 2 max.
Yeah.
I think like someone tips it or just.
Yeah, and maybe points-wise, maybe 4 points, and then they're all on the fast breaks, and it's an open layup, So.
Okay. So like Chino Hills kind of.
Yeah, like if the fast break opportunity was there and I have a wide open lane, then I wouldn't see myself scoring, more than 4 points. If that's the case.
So no double digits. I think.
Honestly, no.
Let's say you're facing Bakersfield. I think they're kind of meh.
But yeah, Bakersfield. I mean, I guess so. Yeah. I don't know when was the last time they had a good basketball team.
I don't think they know either. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, okay, let's say if it was against like a Bakersfield, I would see myself getting maybe like 9.
You think you're not cracking the 10 though?
I don't know.
Give or take, maybe.
Because I'm not gonna be the primary ball handler, given that Alex Shakin.
But you're getting like let's say you get.
If I get, let's say, 10 shots off.
10 shots.
10 shots.
12 shots. 12 shots.
12
right?
shots.
So like 3 every quarter.
Yeah.
More or less.
If I get 12 shots off, I could make 4.
You think 4?
I can make 4.
As Kennedy Emery takes a low change up for a ball, 1-0. All right. So you're ISOing, right? Against Bent Leuchten.
Ben Leuchten.
Right.
Okay, so basically in this scenario, I somehow turn into Damian Lillard.
No. You're Talal, though.
I'm Talal.
You're Talal.
I'm Talal.
You're Talal.
Yeah.
Right.
I am sinking a 35-foot three-pointer.
Okay.
Ben Leuchten is covering me.
Oh, 1-0 is driven into the gap, and that will be a stand-up double for Kennedy Emery, rounding second and remains on second. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered for this ailing Trailblazers lineup, really. As that's a leadoff double. 6, 7, 8 due up now. Brooklyn Dowdle 0 for 2, the senior. But that experience will likely give her a little bit of a calm, cooling edge to produce some fireworks and maybe give us some free softball.
Yes, Brooklyn Dowdle is at bat, the righty.
0 for 2 on the night with a walk, low changeup, 1-0. We'll need a grand slam to tie this at if no runs are scored, obviously. But this game is by far not over. 1-0. Roselle gets the sign in the windup, cocks it back, high fastball. Excuse me.
Yeah, just a bit above, the zone. Calls it a ball.
As it's even 1 ball, 1 strike. As the UCSD men in the first half lead 33-20 with 19 remaining. And the women's basketball team, as the 2-0 hits. It hits Dowdle's left toe, and that will be 2 runners on, no outs. And women's basketball a little bit funky right now, 53-52, 4.5 minutes remaining in the 4th. So,
I mean, obviously we don't know the specifics of that game going on, but I did call the home game here against Davis, and that was sort of the case. The Tritons were sort of cruising through most of the game, and when it hit the 4th quarter, that's when Davis really, mounted up the comeback, and they won.
And Michaela Rose just putting up a masterclass again. 6 for 10 from the field, 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 5 steals. Just absolutely criminal, literally and figuratively. has amounted, I think, 8 steals, 9 steals, and now 5 steals. Just acting like John Stockton right now, as the first pitch is a ball to Abby Davidson, the left fielder, who has gone 1 for 3 on the night. And things are getting a little bit spicy and dicey right now for the Tritons, as they are runners on first and second, no outs, up by 4. But in a blink of an eye, that could change and just a whole different ballgame, as that's a changeup low, 2-0, and Lauren Roselle just cannot find the zone right now.
They're sort of in a sticky situation. Not completely yet, but you do, obviously, as you mentioned, Dean, runners on first and second, and a 2-0 count.
And that's taken for a strike, 2-1. Just a little gimme over fastball in the zone. Taking all the way was Davidson, just to make sure Roselle could throw a strike and just make her throw a strike. Roselle trying to quell this Trailblazer rally. 2-1 pitch on its way. Fastball just missing outside the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike, and Roselle is at threat of walking the bases loaded and bringing the tying run to the plate.
As there's some activity in the mound.
And it will be number 24, Zoe Rutherford, the sophomore, who will be warming up in the pen. The lefty, the southpaw freshman, the global health freshman, will be would make her second pitching appearance, and she has appeared in just 6 days before, and she went 2 2/3 with allowing 3 runs and 4 walks, and a homer. So a little bit of a interesting choice to maybe have her as the last line of defense, but will be interesting to see how Lauren Roselle worked out of this jam. 3 balls, 1 strike. As that is taken for a ball, and the bases are loaded now for Drew McCone, and the tying run is now up to the plate. And the bases are loaded. Top of the 7th inning. Tying run just 240 feet away at home plate. A home run or a grand slam, and excuse me, will not be McCone. It will be Bailey Howley, the number 37, who is batting .300 on the year through 4 games, and she takes that for a ball. And Howley does have a long ball on the year, a .615 slugging percentage, and this game is a little dicey right now for a team that was playing so well, the pitching, and it's taken for a ball, and it's 2-0 now, and Roselle, the strike zone, a size of a tin can right now, just unable, just missing the changeup, the fastball, just a matter of inches. I know football's called a game of inches, but the strike zone, just a matter of an inch and a half. Just 2-0 the count. Howell takes it for a strike, 2-1, and that's big. Just makes Howley, Bailey Howley, at least have to swing the bat now, and just makes her a little sense of uneasiness. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oy.
Yeah, and obviously all the base players and the shortstop, they're all grouped up together because things can get sticky in the
dirt. As
dirt.
That's popped up, calling for it is SB out, and she catches it 1 away, and that is massive for the Trions, as now a ground ball sets up the double play ball to end the game. It will be the number 9 hitter, Sadie Phillips, who is 2 for 3 on the night. The lefty-righty matchup, the senior, the experience coming into play. Roselle, the sophomore, looking, the first pitch taken just high. And Umamura backing up the throw just in case it's high, just in case it's haywire. Just all the little things have to go right now for both sides. Phillips 2 for 3, 2 singles. No, looking for a RBI, looking to keep the line moving. 1-0, 2-0, 1 out. And a lot of movement in the bullpen, a lot of movement on the field. Everyone backing the throw up as the bullpen, Zoe Rutherford, comes back to the dugout, and it looks like she is ready. Just in case something happens, Phillips is dealt, taken low, 3-0, and now Roselle at risk of walking in a run and at risk of allowing the go-ahead run to be brought up to the plate. Big pitch, 3 balls, 1 strike, top of the 7th inning.
No strikes, actually.
No strike. Oh, 3-0. And that is taken now for a strike. 3-1. And I predicted, I don't know. But 3 balls, 1 strike now. And both sides start cheering, right? Because that strike allows Phillips to let the bat swing, let the stick do the talking. And it also gets Roselle back to the count at the very least. 3 balls, 1 strike. Roselle delivers, swung on for a strike. Full count now, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. Nowhere to put her. No strikes to give for Phillips. 1 out. Top of the lineup on deck. Kinley Papas, 2 for 4 on the night. Looming at large on the on-deck circle. This game is by far not over. Full count. Roselle deals. 3-2. Taken low, and that's a ball. Walking in is Kennedy Embry. And this is a 3-run game. Now, the tying run on base at first. The Sadie Phillips, the right fielder, so she has wheels. Anything in the gap will be a little bit of a nail biter. Kinley Papas, the catcher DH, who has been an absolute menace for the Trions on the offensive side. 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, both of which being doubles. Double would clear the bases. As that swung on, hit in the air, going back is Garcia, camping under it, catches it, will be a sac fly. Advancing and scoring will be Dowdle, but the runners stay put at first and second, and they are appealing if they left early. No, they're coming. Never mind. Excuse me. I thought they were appealing, but they're not. They're just walking the ball back to Roselle. But a productive out for Kinley Papas, maybe looking for a little bit more. But now it all comes down to, of course, the Kea Briacia Kawai Kakona. Had to say the name one more time before this night's over, of course.
Yeah, 2 outs.
2 outs. Senior, 1 for 4. Just a single. Has an RBI. Looking to keep this game alive. First pitch is high. Change up. 1-0. 9-7 game here on this Thursday night. 7th inning. Do or die. Runners on first and second. Abby Davidson on second. Sadie Phillips on first. 2 outs. Anything in the gap, they will be running. For 1-0 pitch. Taken, fastball in there. 1-1 now. And now Kawai Kakona can let the stick do the talking, can swing freely, has the green light. Looking for her pitch, looking for some damage, looking to keep the Trailblazers alive. 1-1. It's taken for a changeup. 1-2 now. The count.
Just one more strike. The Tritons close out this doubleheader with 2 victories.
3-4. 1-2 is the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roselle delivers. Possible final pitch. Taken just low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Too close for comfort, but taken for the ball. The center fielder looking to keep the line moving, looking to cash in an RBI, looking to tie the game, looking to do something. 2-2, Roselle delivers, taken for a borderline ball, and just barely missing, just barely. Full count, nowhere, or actually, third base is open, but you do not want to walk the tying run into scoring position. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Roselle to Kawai Kakona, swung on, hit up the right side, diving play by Umamura, no throw, throws it home, not in time, and it's a 1-run game. It is a diving, great play by Emma Umamura at second base, but heads up running by Abby Davidson, and she scores from second on an infield little soft single, and Sadie Phillips, the right fielder, standing 120 feet away from making this a tie game. 9-8, top of the 7th inning. Roselle against Lauren Jones, the freshman, 1 for 4 with that double in the 5th inning, who really got the going. Taken for a strike, 0-1, and that's exactly what Roselle needed, just to get ahead in the zone, get ahead in the count. Don't fall behind. Don't put even more pressure on you in this high-pressure situation. 0-1, 2 outs, 2 runners on, tying run 120 feet away. Taken, change up for a strike, 0-2. And the Triumph faithful on their feet, looking, applauding, backing Lauren Roselle, the sophomore, who trying to close this game out, give the Triumphs a doubleheader sweep. 0-2 is the count. Lauren Jones, the shortstop, delivers, swung on, hit in the air, chasing after it. Imamura catching, diving play, catches it, and that will end the game. And what a play by Emma Umamura. Diving, just a sliding catch, basket catch into foul territory to win the game, win the doubleheader in this Thursday softball matchup between the Utah Tech and the UC San Diego Giants. And the tying run, 120 feet away, just could not cash in, could the Trailblazers. And an absolute amazing game.
What a game.
Man.
Obviously, Utah Tech were mounting, for that comeback in the latter half of this game. They were just so close. 1 run away to tie the game and potentially even taking the lead. But it is the Tritons that prevail.
9-8. Both games scoring 9 runs. Outscored the Trailblazers 18-8. Just an amazing game. I think we'll try to go get an interview. Billy is heading out, going straight to Lion Tree for his second shift of the night for the Tritons. I mean, I think we'll be back to try to get an interview. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening. And yeah. Hello, we will be getting an interview, so stay tuned for that. It will be with Haley Garcia. So give us a couple, like 10, 15 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Just stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Dean Bakker with KSDT with the player of the game, Haley Garcia. UC San Diego Giants beat Utah Tech in the second game of the doubleheader, 9-8, after a nail biter. Haley, you went 3 for 3 in the first game of the doubleheader, and then 3 for 4 in the second game. You tallied 3 RBIs. What was the approach against Utah Tech that really attributed to your success?
Honestly, just keep it simple. We're really confident in our abilities, so just having the momentum in the dugout was the key for us.
Okay, and then going into the second game, you mentioned momentum. I mean, you shut out Utah Tech with a 9-0 first game en route to the win. What was the mentality and just kind of the overall vibes going into the second game of the doubleheader?
Honestly, we knew not to get ahead of ourselves. We were very confident, but we just had to trust the process, and yeah, we just had to stay confident, stay up in the dugout.
Okay, and then staying confident, kind of not going like too much into your head. The seventh inning, certainly a nail biter. When you were out in center field, what was going through your head? I mean, what were the emotions like?
Honestly, just to keep it simple. Like, we've been here, we've done this before, and just to be confident in our pitchers, in our defense, and everything.
And then finally, the team absolutely balling, 6-1, just overall record, super early in the season. But what are the team's vibes and just overall, like going into the next doubleheader against Weber State and Boise State next Friday? What are you guys expecting?
Honestly, we're just going to keep working hard. Again, we're going to trust our abilities, trust the process, and just know that our hard work is going to take us far.
Alrighty, sounds good. Thank you so much. I'm Dean Bakker with Haley Garcia. Giants win 9-8. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Dean Bakker with Haley Garcia for KSDT Sports.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for tuning in. That'll be posted on our Instagram. I'm Dean Bakker signing off with Talal Alsharif, who was recording in the background. Shout out him. Tune in to the main broadcast on our website to get some coverage of men's. Thank you so much. Signing out. Bye.